Good morning, children. Today's video is a summary of chapter 4, whatever I've covered in the online sessions. I'm here again explaining the same to you in a summarized manner. Okay, so the first thing that we have already studied about reproduction and lifespan. Okay, lifespan is the period from birth to death, and reproduction is basically producing more of your own kind. Reproduction takes place in two ways, either by laying eggs or by giving birth to young ones. So, animals such as frogs, fish, lizards, reptiles, they lay eggs. Now, what happens, and birds also. So, if we talk about a bird's egg, we are talking about the structure of an egg today. Okay, so egg basically looks like this. It is given in your book itself. Okay, it has an outer shell. Egg has an outer shell, all right, and it also has the white part that we see, that is the outer shell of the egg. Inside the egg shell there is a yolk. This is the yellow part, that is the yolk, and inside the yellow part there is a embryo. Embryo is the developing baby inside the egg. It is the developing baby. It is a small baby. It is now going to develop into a proper individual and come out of the egg. So this is the embryo, that is the developing baby. And if I talk about the yellow part that we can see when we break the egg, that is the yolk. Yolk, what is the function of yolk? Yolk provides food to the embryo. Okay, it is yellow in color. It provides food to the embryo, and it also has the embryo. Now, if I talk about the other thing, that is albumin. Albumin is the watery substance that is present around the yolk. Albumin is a watery substance present around the yolk. It provides water to the embryo. It provides water to the embryo and also protects the embryos from sudden shocks or sudden movements. If there are any sudden movements that can harm the embryo or the developing baby, so the albumin will protect the embryo from that and will also provide water to the embryo. Now, shell also protects the entire, it is a hard outer covering, so it also protects the developing baby or the embryo. Okay, shell protects the egg because it is the outer covering of the egg, so it is also acting as a protective shield. Alright, so this is the structure of an egg. Now, what happens first is that a female bird lays eggs. It makes its own nest using the grass, twigs, etc. And then it lays eggs over there. Okay. Now the parent birds, both the parent birds sit on that egg and make it warm. They sit on the egg and make it warm, which is called incubation. Which is called incubation. Okay. Incubation. After some time, this embryo develops into a baby chick. Okay, after some time, this embryo develops into a baby chick and the egg breaks and the chick comes out or the baby comes out. That is called hatching. When the egg breaks and the developed baby comes out of the egg, that is called hatching. Hatching. This is about the structure of an egg and how the birds lay eggs and how they develop into young ones. Next, we are going to talk about the life cycle of a frog. Now, this one is quite interesting and I am also going to send you an animated video, so please watch that. Okay, so what happens in case of a frog is a female frog jumps into a lake or a pond and lays hundreds of eggs there at a time. Yes, hundreds of eggs at one time. These eggs are called basically spawns. These are called spawns. S-P-A-W-N-S. Spawns. Okay. Now, when the egg breaks, a tadpole comes out of it. If you can see it in your book, tadpole is like a fish. It's like a small fish. Okay. It doesn't have legs. It has a small tail. If you can see it here, it has a small tail. It doesn't have legs. So it swims in water. Okay. Breathes through gills. Breathes through gills. Just like fish breathe through gills, tadpole also breathes through gills. swims in water, and then eats aquatic plants. It eats aquatic plants. So it is living in the water only. After 5 weeks, after how many weeks? 5 weeks, the legs break through. That means it develops legs here. Okay? It develops legs and this tail somehow vanishes. This tail vanishes. Then within 11 weeks, total 11 weeks it will take, and within 11 weeks it will convert into an adult frog and develop into an adult frog. Now when the legs break through, after that the organs also start to develop. Okay, so this is the life cycle of a frog, and this change from a young stage to an adult stage is known as metamorphosis. Is known as metamorphosis. So this is very interesting life cycle. I am also going to send you an animated video on the same. Please watch it. You will like it and you will understand the life cycle like that. Thank you so much. That's all that I've covered in this week. I'll be back again with another summary session next week. Thank you so much.